Good evening, everybody. This is yours truly, Mr. Steven, and welcome to the Steven Factor. Before I start the review, I want to apologize. I have a little bit of mistaken error doing a Seinfeld the complete series DVD review that I have last week. I accidentally just say that Kramer accidentally threw a cigar and put on the American flag, but actually it was the Puerto Rican flag. And again, it was a total controversy that time after the show was being broadcast, and the Puerto Rican supporters do a little protest in front of the NBC studios in Dirty Rock. So I officially apologize. It's a little bit of a mistake, but it will never happen again. But I just so excited to share with you guys, so I had to be careful what they say. All right, now it is time for the review that I never done this before. And that review that I actually call is WABC versus WNBC. Now, WABC and WNBC are going neck and neck at each other this afternoon. And as you really know about this, folks, the News for New York at 4 is finally back since the Rio Olympics was officially over last night. Now, before the Olympics just starts, let me tell you what happened to WNBC lately. The Mary Vieira show has been canceled during the low ratings for 2 seasons. They trying to figure out what they're going to do with this stupid schedule. And guess what? They finally did. Oh God, I don't know how to say this, but I had to. We have we have Steve Harvey at 2, Ellen DeGeneres Show at 3, and now News for New York at 4. And we have the reruns of Fab Life at 2, General Hospital at 3, and Eyewitness News first at 4 o'clock. Now, I know they're going to neck and neck. I don't know how the hell they do it. But I guess the WNBC is getting taken to the next level. Now, here's how it goes. During the good old days, WABC become the number one news in New York City. People watched it. They will give you more news as it happens, more breaking news that has never gone before, and also it's pretty entertaining for to see what's going on in the world, and also very important as well too. Now, I love WABC as much as I do, and Channel 7 is one of my favorite channels in New York City. Even so many past anchors like Ross Abrams, Gray Hurst, Bill Beutel, Diane Williams, Bill Ritter, David Navarro, Scott Clark with sports, Ron Powers, and etc. 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 Now, it was one of my biggest channels of all time. And you know what? As you may know, Eyewitness News become a one-foot hit for over 40 years. Now let's talk about WNBC, okay? Now I really understand how the heck they want to put News for New York at 4. I know it is a earlier time slot in the afternoon, etc., etc. But there's so many local news starts at 4 back in the day before WNBC News for New York at 4 and Eyewitness News first at 4. Let's talking about WCBS Channel 2 News at 4. They've been started back in year 2000, and now this continues somewhere in the mid 2002, or they retire New York Live and all kinds of stuff. So I don't know, because of the low range, so they just decided to discontinue. Now, that was the one of the first CBS 2 has done during the 4 o'clock time slot, and they would give you more news that time too. And even WNBC and channel and WABC doing a 5 o'clock time slot, and Oprah's on the air and all kind of stuff. Okay, let's talk about the pleasant times here. Now, there's so many now there's 2 stations that are definitely compete, and WNBC and WABC are going to head to head. They want to know what is really going on in New York City. They will give you more investigations, more weather as you know it, and even, yes, breaking news as it happened. Okay, let's talk about the investigators. Let's talk about Eyewitness News, the investigators. Now, there's only one person who started investigating for over 13 years, and his name is Jen Hoffer. Now, he was the only one to do the investigators, okay? But the question is, why the hell they put the name investigators? Now, the reason why they put the investigators, they try and do a special exam and see what's going on in their community. Now, WABC is on point on that. But they hired these two reporters, Sarah Wallace and, yes, Jen Hoffer, as the investigative reporters. And that's how they call themselves the investigators. And since during somewhere around a year ago, Sarah Wallace has been kicked out by WABC, talking about her age and stuff. I don't want to say, that is very inappropriate thanks to this manager who messed her life career and all kind of stuff. She's decided to go into the rival team of WNBC. And now she is a new part of the I-Team investigation. Now, the I-Team investigation, I want to tell you, they have so many commercials. They put so many posters on the subways. They put more investigations, more questions, more answers, etc., etc., etc. They done it on point. And yes, they have investigative reporters are here, and they definitely find the I-Team like you never seen before. Okay, now WABC. I know the investigators still continue, but Jen Hoffer is only one person to do the investigators. But the question is, WABC needs to take it to the next level. I think Jim Hoffer needs a new partner, and I think it could be a good idea if Jim needs a new partner. So WABC will definitely to boost up the ratings. Now, Nia Penina, by the way, she also she is the seven on your side and also the investigative reporter, but it doesn't make any sense. But again, the investigator needs WABC needs more investigation. It needs a new partner and needs new information. And Jim Harford is the only guy who needs a new partner, and that's the most important thing. The IT investigation of WNBC and Sarah was one of them. They have all reporters of the IT investigation, and I can't name of the few right now. But you know what? I will share it with you. Just give me 1 second. I will get ready for trying to go on Google here. I-Team NBC. Let me go to this website on NBCNewYork.com. And here they are. There's so many, and yes, we have Jonathan Dinas, Sarah Wallace, Chris Caruso, Melissa. Okay, Chris Riso, Melissa Russo, and Pai C. Chang, if I pronounce it right. There are 5 investigative reporters backing on track. Now, Jim Hawthorne is only one person doing the investigators, so I think WABC needs more investigation, more questions, and also again need a new partner. Okay, what about the weather? Now, the weather, they want to show you what's going on to see, to start your day, and etc. How you're gonna prepare, and what about the forecast? Now, WABC has 7-day forecast. Well, back in the day, it used to be a 5-day forecast. Now it's a 7-day forecast. So give me more details. But WNBC has the 5-day forecast, the 7-day forecast. Now it's the 10-day forecast. Now, I really don't know how WNBC has done for the first time in history doing the 10-day forecast. You can see more details and extend it to start your day. And after that, they give you a little bit of update. And you know what? That's not even fair. How the heck they doing a WNBC 10-day forecast? So they want to show you they'll give you more extended forecast to start your day. But even WABC give you 7-day forecast, and yes, it's gotta be part of Channel 7. I mean, that's even much better than a 10-day forecast, and it's way too much of the temperature will be going on right now. And that will be much better, 7-day forecast. But the 10-day forecast is much even bigger and sharper, give you more details. So kudos for WNBC for that. So even if they will definitely get back to boost up the ratings against Eyewitness News First at 4, they'll be definitely head on the top. But what about some sports? Now, as you know, Rob Powers actually left WABC since he's going back to his hometown, and now Lauren Banky is doing a 5 days, doing a sub sports director and taking Rob Powers' place for now. And even Bruce Beck, yes, he's doing the sports as well too for at least like sometimes at 5, 6, and 11. But Lauren Banky up here doing a sometimes she's doing at 5, 6, and 11. Also sometimes she's doing on the weekends. But the question is, WABC needs a new sportscaster. And I know it's getting early is we need a new sportscaster for WABC to boost up the ratings from WNBC. And after that, as you may know, WABC is still on the top since News 4 New York at phones taking their vacation until the show is back. And I'm very disappointed because I know WABC sweeps the number one. And yes, WABC always become number one. They will give you more news and everything. But I want WNBC to do the same thing. But again, they going head to head. I really don't understand why they going head to head. You know why? It's all about this money. They doing money all the time. They can't figure out the stupid schedule. They bring back Dave Price from Good Thing New York and an early show, and now he's on WNBC and do as the weather report when he always doing back in the days. And now it's gotta be head to head, and I don't know which is right for me. And you know what? Forget it. You know I'm going to which is right for me. I'm talking about WABC. They give you special breaking news like anyone news can. They will give you. They're always still on the top of the ratings over 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But WABC needs to take it to the next level. New sportscaster, new investigative reporter, and again, it needs to boost up the ratings. That's all I ask. But the question is, folks, this is not a competition. But I don't care who's going to win or not. But to tell you the truth, what do you think? Should WABC needs to take it to the next level? Or do the WNBC will cancel the news at 4? Or they will go keep it along how that the News 4 New York has been in the near future? We don't know. I don't know. But it's up to you, viewers, for this question. Now, here's the question for today. Which is much better right for you? It could be Eyewitness News First at 4 or News 4 New York at 4. Remember, 10-day forecast of WNBC. 7-day forecast of WABC. We need a new sports anchor from Channel 7. A new investigator reporter from The Investigators with Jen Harfer. And they need to do that. They need to do that as well. And even I hope WABC will keep it more ratings, especially for New York City. And I love WABC so much because they did exactly on point. And that's all I ask, man. Again, it's no competition. I think WNBC is a very nice move, but to me, it's very disappointing how the schedule has been messed up. And Mary Vieira's show has been canceled for 2 seasons because of the low ratings. And I really don't care about it. But you know what? It's all about the ratings. But you know what? I'm still watching WABC. I would choose for Step 4. Still one of my favorite channels. But again, I'm going with WABC. That's my pick. But what is your favorite news station from all time? Just write a comment, and this video will be posted on my Facebook page, which is on my Facebook group page, and that is it. So that is it. So that's my competition episode to see which news which is right for you. Okay, that wraps up the Steven Factor. This is your Sri, Mr. Steven saying all by La Familia, and thank you for watching the Steven Factor. God bless everyone. Bye bye.